What's up YouTube, Jay Traveling here. Today I want to talk about follow-up video that I was asked to do in the comments, and that's a follow with Ravencoin on my p106 90s and the profitability today. I know in that video I went through it and I talked about the profitability at the time of shooting that video. So today I'm actually going to talk about what it's doing right now, and the time of shooting this video is February 22nd. It's about 4 p.m. Eastern time. So I'm going to be going by the rates then and showing you guys that and the profitability of that rig. So we'll go inside here, I'll log in the HiveOS. I'll show you my p106 90 rig on Ravencoin. It fluctuates between like mid 33 mega hash a second to mid 35 mega hash a second. So I average it out to 34 mega hash a second for the profitability. So I'll show you guys that. I'll show you guys the rig on HiveOS. Then we'll go in, we'll look at the price of Ravencoin that it's trading at today, and then I'll show you guys some profitability calculations on whattomine.net. So let's go ahead and log in and show you guys what's going on. So this is my HiveOS. I got my 4 rigs going right now. Here's my p106 90 rig. As you see, it's getting 35.3 mega hash a second right now, but you can see it fluctuates a little bit. It's pretty common with the Capal and Ravencoin. You can see my overclocks here, negative 1500 on the memory, 280 on the core, and then my power limit set at 60. Now I did add more power to it, and I didn't see any increase in my hash rate, so I kind of went back down to 60 just for the power consumption. It was kind of pointless for me to use more power and not really see much of a gain as far as my hash rates. You guys have tuned graphics cards in the past. You know, you want to get the best hash rate that's going to produce you the best ROI pretty much. And it's not always just getting it as fast as it can mine. Sometimes people do that just to collect the coins quicker. But some people actually calculate it to, the mega hash per wattage. So you want a higher mega hash per wattage, if that makes sense. So on Coin 360 here, we have Ravencoin trading at almost 19 cents per coin. And this is, you see the spike up since previous times. I mean, it's doing really well right now. I was mining it before, back in like September, November area, when it was down here at like in the pennies pretty much. I was mining it then, just dabbling in it, and then now it's up to 19 cents, and it was over 20 cents per coin. If it keeps the trend that it's going, not so much the downward obviously, but if it keeps this upward trend, this will be a very profitable coin. How profitable it will maintain, I mean, that's really not something I would really know, but I do see it going up a little bit more as the trends with cryptocurrencies go up. So if we look at, Coin 360 here, we'll notice now today, currently they went down a little bit. So this was at 57K Bitcoin, and this was at 1900 when I first woke up this morning to go to work. But since then have dropped a little bit. But today we're really just going to be focusing on Ravencoin, and pretty much my p106 is all I have mining it right now. If it does keep this trend, I may look to get some more 4 gigabyte cards to possibly mine, maybe some like 1650s or 1650 supers. I'm not sure, to mine Ravencoin. I don't have that 1650 super that I benchmarked in my videos previously. That went into a gaming build around Christmas time and sent off to them, but I did get to benchmark it mining Ethereum Classic, I believe at the time. So if we look at what to mine based on, I mean, it's going to calculate it based on what Ravencoin's trading on Coinbase. Well, not on Coinbase, on 360 coin. If I can look it up. There we go. So it'll base it pretty much. So it's going up a little bit. Just in the few minutes that I've been making this video, it's gone up to just over 19 cents. And then we'll put my wattage in. It's reading 360 watts at the card, so it's roughly a 440 watt system. 460, about that with all the risers. So I have it calculated at 480 watts at 15 cents per kilowatt hour. Now I do not pay that. I think it's a little less wattage than this, but I average it out to 34 mega hash, and we'll calculate this. I do have all these clicked on still, but you can see some that it's calculating, but I never benchmarked any of these. And we'll go down to Ravencoin. So right now, it's calculating at 19 cents a day pretty much. Saying that my rig will make, well, that's all nice ass. My rig will make $586 dollars in USD in Ravencoin per day. And at 15 cents per kilowatt hour, I make $3.74. Not too bad. You can see the network, they're saying 7.97 terahash. I mean, not too bad, for especially for these GPUs. I bought these Zotac ones for $32 each. I bought them back, I want to say September time. Before Ethereum Classic lowered their DAG file size. So I got these for $32. I ended up buying 12 of them. 2 of them came busted. So I sold 4 of them and kept the 2 busted ones. The guy on eBay refunded me for the 2. But I ended up selling them and just keeping a 6-card rig. At the time, made sense. Now I wish I would have had those cards because they're very profitable right now. But, you know, depending on the Ravencoin at the time, I've had these mining when it was back a couple of days ago. It was over 20, at like 22, 23 cents per coin. I was making probably a little over $1 a day per GPU. But now, just under $1 a day, probably like the 90 cents a day, maybe 80 cents a day per GPU. But I mean, profit's still there for the 6-card rig. And if you can get these fairly cheap, but I know they've gone up in price since they can mine Ethereum Classic right now. And since Ravencoin is pretty popular with mining, and, you know, just the GPU craze right now of not being able to find much. So I know they have gone up in price a little bit. One thing I can see here is Bitcoin Gold being a little profitable. So I might actually have to go back on my video library and see how much, what mega hash or hash rates I was getting with Bitcoin Gold when I was mining it before. Because I was mining Bitcoin Gold at one point with it, and that might be more profitable right now. I might look at these other coins eventually and mine them, or possibly even put it on NiceHash to mine. I'm not sure yet. Before, I did try and flash NiceHash operating system onto it, and it wasn't taking the 6-card configuration. But the problem I have with the NiceHash operating system is the overclocking is kind of hard. You have to like write it into the like page file and then put the USB stick back into the rig and do it that way. But I mean, you can see these at, I mean, some of these hash rates obviously I didn't test, and some of these obviously aren't going to be right. Because I think when I just put 1060s in, this was at like 50 mega hash a second. Obviously I don't get that. But you can see some of these being pretty profitable. So it's possible that others are mining different stuff. I know Zell was, people were mining Zell for a while, and they probably still are. But as far as Ravencoin, still very profitable. So that's an update on the rig, and you know, it's still mining Ravencoin. I know I was asked to do a profitability on it. It's what it's doing currently today. I'm going to leave it on Ravencoin for now. I might investigate and look into some other coins to mine with it. I know NiceHash has a lot of wallets that I can utilize as long as I'm not hitting those fees like I did before when I first started mining Ravencoin again. If you guys saw that when I did the video on NiceHash of their fees for their wallets, if you're not depositing enough, they hit you with some ridiculous fee. And I actually lost in that one deposit of 50 coins of Ravencoin that I mined. I ended up losing like 30 of them and getting only 20 of them, so I switched to a different wallet and I just transferred it in now. But I mean, it's definitely worth mining Ravencoin. Or if you guys saw that there's other coins that you can possibly mine. You know, I'm kind of interested to see what others are mining with their p10690s. If you're mining a different coin, if you're mining Bitcoin Gold, you know, what hash rates and overclocks you're using. Like I said, I have the Zotac single fan versions of them. So you're going to see what you guys are doing with your 3 gigabyte cards, what coins you're mining, what hash rates, what overclocks you're using, what programs you're using if you're on HiveOS, NiceHash, or if you're just on Windows using like Afterburner or overclock. But you know, write in the comments below what you guys are doing, how it's going, and how profitable it may be. And, you know, thanks for checking this video out. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Stay tuned for more.